Hey y'all, it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge, and I just had this Bestarc company send me this little bitty welder. This is the ARC 200, and so once again I got some young people from the welding program up here, one of them being my daughter and two of them being some of her cohorts, to come and test this thing out. So let's see how it does. Alright, now this is the Bestarc ACR 200 9 Gen 110, 120. This is the little Bestarc welder. And it's real important that you get to see me opening the box for some reason. So, boom. Little welder. Manual. Finger ground. Shoulder strap. And this thing. I'm happy to see this. Alright. Alright, so this little machine will do stick and TIG. So, as I'm likely to do if it's a stick or TIG kind of situation, I once again got the Youth of America. I can't even get this twisty tie off. This is embarrassing. I once again got the Youth of America to give me a wire clippers. Youth of America. Oh, they're over here. They're over here, and they're gonna do the tigging and the sticking. This is way better. On this, we're gonna do a few sticks and a few. Well, one TIG at least. Now, here's the thing about this. This is a 220 machine, but you can run it on 110. However, recent experiences with other machines make me think that that's a terrible idea for stick welding. So we're never going to put that in there again. We're going to take this, we're going to put it over here in the copper. We're just going to run it 220. All right, so testing the Bestarc stick TIG today will be Jewel, my daughter, who you know, and one of the recent graduates of where she goes to welding school, Aiden, and Brady. Okay, so all the stick welding is going to be done with 7018. Brady is going to stick weld first, and just so you know, Brady is not a loud talker. He's very quiet. He's a quiet dude. Alright, so Brady's playing around with this thing. He thinks he's got his settings where he wants them. He's going to stick his first piece here.
Nice smelling room from here.
Oh, that seems bad.
It's probably just my gap.
Gap's too small.
Yeah, my gap's way too small. Cap looks decent.
Alright, now Jewel's going to be stick welding, once again with 7018, and Jewel is my oldest offspring, so. Jewel's got her piece tacked up. She's fixing to run the stick on there. Looks pretty good. Jewel decided to cap her weld, so. Aiden is up next, and he's recently completed the welding program and is going into working in the welding industry here in January. So, good job, Aiden. Now, he's going to be TIGging. So Aiden is going to run this machine using the TIG torch. The TIG torch is a separate attachment, and it's like 45 bucks. We pulled the regulator off of Jewel's machine, so the argon will have a regulator, because unregulated argon is just, it's hard to deal with. What do you think?
I think it's pretty good. I don't think I looks cool.
This is Brady's Bestarc 7018. So that held nicely. Okay, this is Jewel's 7018 on the Bestarc. Yeah, here's Jewel's bin. The bin test store the material, but not her weld. Okay, this is Aiden's TIG on the Bestarc. So the TIG did pretty good. It cracked a little at the tack, but it held. If this was on the Wabash Cannonball, you wouldn't die. You'd just sue. Okay, so Jewel tried the lift TIG on the Bestarc. We didn't video it, but she wants to test it. So she's never done lift TIG before. A lot of riding on this. Okay, so Jewel's very first lift TIG did not break with the Bestarc. So, what do you think, Jewel?
I like it.
She likes it. All right, Jewel, what did you think of the Bestarc?
The stick wasn't too bad. I didn't really fiddle with the settings much. I just kind of went with it, but it ran the arc. It didn't, like, it had a steady current. It wasn't too bad.
It ran good after I like fooled with it. Like it took a minute to fool with the settings. Cause normally like I run 140 on a Miller. I gotta run 185 on the Bestarc. So it kinda threw me off a little bit.
Well, what do you think that Miller cost?
Depends. The Millers that we use compared to that, they're like $2,000.
Okay, so this is $140 weld.
Yeah. Other than that, I did pretty good.
Alright, so from Aiden, we got the settings are not identical to a $2,000 Miller.
Yep.
Alright, what you think?
And same with stick, the settings were different from a Miller. You know, I had to fool with it, but it ran pretty good.
So what do you think? Do y'all think that if you fiddled with this thing, you might be able to get better performance out of it?
100%.
100%.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of complaints about this machine. It's lightweight, it's small, it did better than I expected. Now we did run it completely on 220. I tested one of those little 110 stick welders recently from somebody else, and it didn't do very well. It didn't do well at all. So we just ran it on 220. If you want to try it on 110, try it on 110. But honestly, this thing's handy. It's lightweight. So I don't know. I guess we'll keep it around. We'll do something with it. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. It seemed to do just fine. And now it doesn't come set up for TIG. You have to buy the torch. You have to get a gauge. But I think if you're getting a machine like this, you're probably just going to be sticking with it. It's my guess. I don't know. You do you. So that's my thoughts on it. Something else I would like to point out is I would like to thank Brady and Aiden and Jewel for all helping out with this. I know it's really easy for guys my age, I'm closer to 50 than 40, to be kind of down on some of the younger folks. They're all between 18 and 20. But if you actually deal with real world interactions with people, I mean, these are three young people who are doing the trade school thing and welding and learning a trade, and they're hard workers. And I'd like to thank them for helping me out. And anyway, I feel like they're doing a good job with stuff. So thanks, y'all. But anyway, what do y'all think about this thing? Is this something you might want to try? Let me know in the comments. And y'all behave yourselves.